Good morning. Today we're going to make a people chain. I'll show you what I mean. Here is a people chain. I think you might have made these before. This is my first attempt, so it's not ever so good. The heads are a bit big. I'm going to show you how I developed the idea. Now, why are we making a people chain? I hear you ask. And this is because we've been thinking about Philippines and about the messages about the Christian life. And today we're going to focus on unity. So the piece I've chosen is a little bit in Philippians. Stand firm in the one spirit, striving together as one. I did learn that, but I forgot it. Stand together in the one spirit, striving together as one. So we are one. We are one. The church is one. Not just the church in Wisbech, but the church in Great Britain, the church in the whole world. We are one. We strive together as one for the gospel. So here's my first attempt. What do we need today? We need paper. Now, we can just use ordinary printer paper. We can use that, but it has come out very thin. That was my first attempt, as you saw just now. Very thin, so although that's very easy to cut out, it will go a bit messy when we paint it. If you don't want to paint, paper is fine, okay? You don't have to paint, obviously. Then I've tried out some other things. I've tried out card, just white card. You can get that from lots of places like the Works in town. However, that is a bit too thick. So when you're bending, because you have to bend quite a lot, it's quite hard to bend, and then it's very difficult to cut. So I have tried card, but it's really difficult for cutting. So then the two things I found were the best were artist paper. I bought that recently in Aldi, artist paper. As you can see, that's nice thick paper, so that's very good for painting or for using your felt tips. And the other thing that was good was very thin card. Now this is the card you can get in, what are they called? Dividers. So these are very good. They're just the right, they're thicker than paper, they're thinner than the card you buy in packs. So they're good, but they do tend to be coloured, so they need a lot of colouring. So there's the alternative. So I did make quite a lot. I made some with the pink, that's with the divider paper. So I managed to paint that. I've got lots of little chaps there, all holding hands very nicely. I've done them different colours because we are one. Throughout the whole world, we are one. The church is one. So that's why we've got all different races, all different people represented, and that's what it says in the Bible. It says we are all one. Okay, so there is no slave or free, there is no male or female, etc. So, probably skipping on a bit. Oh, this is with my green. So they came out, some of those had a bit, their faces came a bit wrong. I think I cut them wrongly. Anyway, what I've done, I've given you a template on the website. Hopefully that will come out to give you some idea how to cut them out. So today I'm going to make these ones. So these are the ones I've decided this is the best size, and I'll give you the proportions for this size. And I've made some female and some male. There's my other female. So I can join them all on. I can join all my people on and make a great big long people chain. People holding hands, showing their unity throughout the whole world. The church is one, striving for the faith of the gospel. Amen. Right, sermon over, let's get on. So here we have the paper from the artist's watercolour pad. So what we need to do, we need to mark 3 centimetres in from one side, and we're just going to do a concertina. Now this should be about 10 centimetres. I've actually cut one A4 sheet in half, long ways. So now this is, just a bit more than 10, and that's 3. So if you look on the website, hopefully it makes sense. So I'm just going to go backwards and forwards. So we need scissors, we need paints if we're using paints. Felt tips is good. What else? Now as you can see, this soon gets quite difficult to get the creases in the right place. As soon as you get the creases in the wrong place, the shapes go distorted and they don't hold hands nicely. So that's what I mean about it. It takes a bit longer with the this paper, the watercolour paper, but you do get a lovely result. So I'll stop doing it with that and I'll pick up my pink card from the dividers. So that's the pink card from the dividers. So it's got lots of folds. Now if you look at the characters, let's pick these ones up again, you can see we're going to draw half a person. Okay, we're going to draw that shape and I've given you that shape as a template. Okay, so your dimensions, let me just show you. This is 3 centimetres and they're going to be not quite 10 centimetres, so they look about 8 centimetres. Okay, right, if you have a look at the template it makes more sense. So I'm going to draw here half a girl. So using my trusty dot tip, hope it turns out all right. So she wants to have her face in the first fold. Okay, half face, and her hand needs to be reaching out to the end. Now the girls, I have put dresses on. I do like dresses to show they're girls, but obviously some girls wear trousers all the time. Right, so there's a rough outline of the girl. Now again, this is on the website, hopefully. Right, so I'm just going to give her a bit of hair. Okay, so now with my scissors, I cut out my outline. Now I have to make sure that I go right up to the edge so that all the girls hold hands. And I don't know if it's going to be I did take longer when I did them yesterday. It took quite a long time. So you don't want to cut into this fold, that's important. We've got half a dress there. And her leg, and her ankle and her foot. Like that. Whoops. I'd hold it up for you. There you go. And just do the other side. You can see what I mean with these dividers. It's just the right for cutting out. It's firm, but it's you can still get your scissors where you want them to go. So you have to experiment with your whatever you're going to make them out of. Right, so let's see if that's come out okay. Not too bad. Now, these ones have come out with a slightly big heads, but never mind. So there we are, that's what has happened, making our people chain, just using that shape that we drew there. Okay, so that's the female one. Female, and here's the male one. I've given you that one as well as an idea. So again, it's 3 centimetres from the fold to the fold, and they're about 8 centimetres tall. So then I've just cut some of my girls, cut them down the middle so that I can put girls both sides of these boys. Whoops. And they just need attaching with sellotape. So there we have a people chain to celebrate striving together as one for the faith of the gospel. Excellent. Hope you have fun making these. Send in your photos and you can do them any colours you like. What I did, I painted them and then I put the features on in felt tip afterwards. So probably, can you see the features? There we go. Okay, right, that's all for now. Thank you very much. See you next time.